Welcome, everybody. This is now Revolutionize Your Marketing by Mill City Marketing MA. We're here with John Petros Sr. I'm Kurt Roskoff from the Whirlability Podcast Network, and we are pleased, proud, and privileged to have this great show on the network. And I do love my marketing through technology and events. And sounds like we're going to maybe have a little dive into AI today, but I'll let John Petros Sr. tell you about it. And we have two Johns and a Potter today, so this is quite the story we're unfolding. But for right now, bring in John Petros Sr. Let me get the graphics set. But John, why don't you get us going? Let's narrate what's going on with the show today. Sounds exciting.
Yeah, well, with your introduction, it sounds like it's going to be a fairy tale.
No fairy tales here, just
Welcome.
reality and authentic. There you go.
Well, thank you, Kurt. And welcome, folks, to Revolutionize Your Marketing. I try to bring everything is marketing. Have a special guest, a friend of mine, partner, you might say, a local person to me up here in New England. John Paduchek. Come on in, John. We're going to talk a little bit about AI tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm sorry I don't have as much to show and tell as expected, but sometimes technology doesn't cooperate with us. But
So, John,
lots to talk about. So we can have lots of fun talking about different things with AI. So
let's start off. Let people know who you are, where you're from, and what it is that you do.
sure, I'm happy to. So I'm from Hudson. I'm John Paduchek. I'm from Hudson, New Hampshire, and I work in marketing. I have a marketing advisory where I work with professional services businesses, helping them scale up their businesses for a faster exit to freedom. And through doing that, I use a lot of AI tools. And I think that's what we're going to talk about tonight, right, John?
That's right. We'll bring AI into the conversation here.
Yeah. So we do both. We use them both for our work, and we use them for fun as well. So we just developed a whole AI set for kids on top of what we usually do for businesses.
Yeah, sounds interesting. We get the
Hmm.
younger generation started off early.
That's the idea of it, really. And it's really kind of cool because it's called Let's Go Nuts. And it's going to be available in the next couple of weeks. So we'll be having it out for sale, and it's really great because it's very creative for the kids. They get to learn AI at a really early age, create songs and do sing-alongs and characters and all kinds of fun stuff. I wish I could show it to you, but uh, no cooperation here with that, unfortunately.
That's how technical.
Things work sometimes.
Yeah, that's how I had problems getting onto this. I made it just in time. Actually, I might have even been a couple minutes late myself, but we're here now.
There you go.
So I understand you have another platform kind of thing you put together for businesses.
We do. So we do dashboards for businesses, and it's kind of cool because one of the things we saw as a challenge is, you know, between our work with different businesses, maybe they want to look at a new logo, maybe they want to create a new funnel, um, some kind of marketing collateral, maybe even a short video. And so what we do is we've got this dashboard that we use for that. And it's Growth Busters is the name of it. And again, both of these products are going on sale, believe it or not, next week. And so we're trying to get some interest out for them. But they're super because they let you do basic marketing tasks. Sometimes, John, you just want to look at a new logo and see what it's going to look like before you come out with that one you want to use on your website, and you're just not quite sure what you want it to look like. And we can just type in a few things about what we think we want it to look like, what we want it to describe, and it pops up a logo for us. And usually comes up with like a set of four, and we can do monogram logos, mascot logos, all kinds of things. And it's really quite amazing. But it lets our clients keep marketing without us and maybe get something that they want us to look at a little deeper. And it helps us a lot with our work.
I may be interested in being one of the first ones to buy that.
Well, there you go. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are interested in this. So, dashboards were the easiest way for us to get this out. They incorporate nicely into our CRM that's also AI based or has a lot of AI in it. And they just literally sit like right down the side column, and you can buy it separately from us and add it to the CRM. It's quite amazing.
Now, is that set to work by itself or
So what it is a bunch of GPTs on a dashboard. And for people who don't know what a GPT is, it's just like a little program that does a function. It's got a little icon on it, and might say something like logo or ask John anything. We have a whole bunch of them that do different things. And what it will do is you can click on the one that you want to look at. Maybe you want to make a little short mini film for something, or a short video for something. And then you just click on it, give it a description of what you want the video to look like, or a little paragraph about what you're trying to make something to describe, and it'll pop up a little video for you, or pop up the logo for you, or whatever it might be. And we have probably about 50 of these or 60 in a dashboard. So it's not like it's a small number. And we sell the dashboards from between 66 to $99 monthly. So it's a monthly fee to use it.
would that get incorporated with another platform, say like High Level, or would be in replacement of it?
It would. So it would get incorporated with like High Level. So you would use it on it to like I said, maybe you want to create another piece of collateral, create a graphic to go on to a newsletter. I use it a lot for my social media. I got to create a quick graphic to put on a piece of social media, or whatever it might be. So yeah, it
Could it
works
be
great. It
used by
works great with
itself?
High Level.
Could it be used by itself as well?
It can. Yep, you can use it both ways. So that's the nice thing about dashboards, is because they are totally not tied to anything. So you can use it all by itself, or you can use it in connection with something else. It's pretty
Interesting.
neat. Yeah,
I do have to make a confession to people. I did get a preview of this last week.
you did. It worked last week while I was using it, and it was pretty impressive, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, you could even give a sample of something else that you gave out that night with the phone.
I could. What did I give out that night with the phone? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, phone answering bot.
Oh, yeah. So
That was
we've got.
interesting.
I'm glad you mentioned that. So let me pull. That is something that I can pull up. Just give me 1 second, and I will do that.
You do also create bots too,
We
right?
do. We create all kinds of custom GPTs, custom bots, um, agential bots. So, workflows to do different things. So bots and workflow. And we're going to begin to sell a lot more of them. We're getting very good at it. We found that we can create so many things just like so quickly. AI is just an amazing tool to use. However, it's kind of funny. We were talking about this the other day. It's not so much to be an expert in AI, but it's important to know where AI best fits in and how to be an AI champion and champion AI in your business and what you do with it. So that's really kind of the most important feature. I know a lot of people are concerned about oh man, AI, am I going to lose my job? Is, what's going on with all the stuff? And that's what I always recommend to people. Become your AI champion in the business that you're working in and really get to know how it fits in with your work so that you can promote it to others. That's really, I think, the most important thing to think about.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm trying to share here. Keep bear with me. So yeah,
Best
so
the best thing with AI is you can give it your personality. So
yes.
it's like you doing the work without having to put the time in.
Well, yes, exactly. And it's important to give AI a persona because then it just works so much better to do that. Um, now wait, we've been talking. Remind me, what was it they showed again? I was showing.
Your phone,
Oh yeah,
the
thank
phone
you.
bot.
Yes. So we have a site called mybizsuite.com, and I'll share that with you guys here in a second, provided Zoom lets me. I swear Zoom gets more temperamental by the day. It's testing me today. I've been using it too much, I think, is what the problem is. So, what we do with my suite is we've got all kinds of AI products, and this certainly starts to tell about some of them. We add more and more to the products page, but the one that you're talking about that we talk about frequently, first thing, is the voice AI assistant. And the voice AI assistant is pretty amazing. Um, I'm just going to bring her up so that everybody can see her number and test her whenever they want. But this is the number for her. It's 916-957-0997. And her name is Jenny. And so, like it says here, she'll ask you a few questions about your business to set up a role play, and then she asks like you're a customer calling your business, and handles the call. And it's funny how AI handles calls, and I think the voice AI is probably most profound. Although we use the conversation AI in setting appointments, um, when people come and start chatting with their bot and say, "Oh, geez, I'd really like to talk about this or that." The voice AI does a handover to the conversation AI bot and then takes over the chat and sets up appointments for us. But the thing that's cool about the voice AI is I can tell Jenny a few things about my business, and next thing you know, she'll come up and she'll ask me all about me, all about my business, what I do, who I serve, and then she'll role play it back to me. And actually, she does an amazing job. The first time I did it, blew my mind. I couldn't believe how good it was. If Jenny didn't identify her bot, I think she was easily a human. So she's quite remarkable. So if you get a chance, give the number a call and give it a try. Um, the other thing that I think is interesting with especially with voice AI, we love it because so many companies, get a phone call and then they don't know quite the best way to handle it. Like maybe somebody wants to know more about your business. Maybe they're an angry customer. You want to get a hold of them as soon as possible. And so they'll like immediately try to find a human being because they sense anger. So they will respond to that, and that's something that a lot of people ask me about. And the other question I get quite frequently is, can you make your AI bot um, so they can be a little snarky? We can program them any way you want. we can make them, as crazy. And if you want them to swear, you want them to cuss, we can have them cuss like a sailor. We can really do anything with them. And like I said, I think the cool thing is they do sense, like if somebody's angry, and they'll immediately try to get it to a human being. But I think it's going to be quick to replace a lot of these voicemail systems. I don't know about you, but man, I get caught up in these things, and it's like round robin, and you're just kind of like tired of playing the game, and these guys will just immediately get you to somebody.
Yeah. And the thing is, people aren't likely to like to talk to an AI bot when they call.
Mm.
Um,
Especially if they sound like an AI bot. Our
well,
sound, like I said, our sounds so human that I find people when they first start talking to them, it's like they're talking to a or playing with a new toy, like a kid playing with a new toy. They're like giddy. They're really enjoying the conversation. I usually tell them, "Hey, be rougher on Jenny. She can take it." uh, and all of that. But and really, she can because she does a fantastic job. As anybody who calls her will see. So I hope you get a chance to try Jenny out. She's a lot of fun. On the other hand, and the things that we like about her is she will transcribe every call that she receives. So anything that comes in, we get a transcription of it if we want to review it. If it's anything sensitive, we can review it. If because you never know quite what people are going to leave you in a voice message. So we have that advantage too. And we the other thing that's great in the CRM is we can add it to let's say John, I'm talking to you, right? We're talking about some business thing. You end up calling Jenny and you say, "Hey, I want to talk to John about such and such," and you're leaving a detailed message. Not only will she get me the message, but it'll be all transcribed for me if I want to use it for something else or maybe a follow up email to send back. Um, yeah, she works dynamite for that kind of stuff.
can you give us that phone number again?
I knew you were going to do this to me, John.
Or you could just say it. I mean,
It's funny. Unless I'm looking at it, I have so many of these that it's like I'll forget it. But yeah, let me pull it up again. Give me 1 second. All right. 916-957-0997.
916-957.
957-0997. And her name is Jenny. So, and a little bit about like kind of recapping what I said. And we want to make sure every call is answered properly and people feel valued, block spam calls. Callers want to know that they'd like to know that a real person is answering, but they're really happy with even just a bot answering these days because most people just get stuck in voicemail jail. Send important information to the caller. A lot of times we attach FAQs to the voice bots so they can answer anything about our
let's
business.
let's see how this goes.
Hello, this is Jenny, your AI assistant from my Biz Suite. Today, I'll demonstrate how I can act as a customized voice AI agent for your business.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
I
Hi,
didn't quite catch. Great. To start, may I know your name?
hi, Jenny. My name is John Petros. How are you today?
Hi, John. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm a little hot today, but I'm surviving.
Glad to hear you're hanging in there. Before we dive into the demo, could you share your email so I can send you a recap afterwards?
Sure. My email is millcitymarketingma@gmail.com.
Thanks, John. Just to confirm, your email is onecity@jojo.com, right?
Mill City, MILL.
Got it, millcity@jojo.com. Thanks for clarifying. Now,
That's all right. Speaker gets her goes up sometimes.
I'm sorry, I didn't
No
get that.
worries. It happens. No problem at all. Could you tell me the name of your business?
Mill City Marketing MA.
Thanks, John. Bone City sounds intriguing. Could you tell me a bit more about your business and what industry you're in?
I'm in the marketing industry.
Got it. What types of customer interactions do you handle most often, like booking appointments or answering inquiries?
Booking appointments.
I can help with booking appointments. Just let me know the date and time and I'll take care of it. What else would you like to know about how I can assist?
What other functions do you have available?
I can handle a variety of tasks like booking appointments, answering customer inquiries, and managing support issues. I can also adapt my tone to be friendly, formal, or casual based on your preference. Is there a specific scenario you'd like me to demonstrate?
How about professional with a little bit of comedy?
A professional tone with a touch of humor sounds like a fun mix. I'll keep it light and engaging. Anything specific you'd like me to focus on during the role play?
How about setting an appointment?
Sure, just let me. Got it. Let's dive into the role play. I'll act as your voice AI assistant for Bone City. Here we go. Hello, and thank you for calling Bone City. This is your voice AI assistant with a sprinkle of humor. How can I help you today? Feel free to throw any scenario my way.
Yeah, can you fill me in on what it is your business does?
Absolutely. At Bone City, we specialize in insert your business's unique offering or service. Our goal is to provide top-notch service with a smile and maybe a joke or two. Is there anything specific? Thank you for exploring how AI can transform your business. We're excited to help you achieve your goals with my BizSuite's voice AI staff. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out anytime. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye, Jenny.
She gets a little mixed up in on
Take your time.
She wants to keep talking.
she wants to keep talking. She gets a little mixed up when she's on speakerphone
Yeah.
because she picks up the outside noise. So that is one of the things we're trying to
That was
straighten out
kind
a
of
little bit.
interesting, though.
Yeah, I thought you'd enjoy it.
I mean, you did it last week, but then again, you kind of have an idea of what to say.
Well, I do. I kind of know how it works and all of that. But I'd encourage anybody trying it. Be is difficult or whatever it is you want. She can take anything. So I have complete faith in her.
So, Kurt, why don't you come on in here and let us know what you just thought about that?
Sure thing. Yeah, it's always great to see the real-time demonstration and yeah, to have all this extra stuff. This field of AI is just so expanse, and I think it helps keep on the application of things. Technology is applied use of tools. So it's great to have the tools out there. So that's what's great about these live streams is we can help people see AI in action and how it's applied and how it's used. I want to bring in our friend Potter here. I want to open it up to Potter's reaction. What do you got for us, Potter?
Wow. Hey, guys. Good to see you. I'm going to just address our featured people as John because I know that President Kennedy's watching. So, well, John, I'm new to this whole Roscoff International World Dominance thing here, so I'm going to be cautious in what I say. Michael, did you want to say something or anything?
No, I was invited by Kurt. I'm just checking in.
Oh, okay. All right. I like John. I like the potential of bots and what they can do. I think the improvements are going to come along extremely rapidly. I know we're seeing in our business that AI technology is changing by the hour.
Mhm.
So I follow a lot of I follow, Nate B and Victor, what's his name, and Matt Farmer, and of course Sabrina Romanoff, and all those guys, and it's changing by the hour. So I like what John Pad is doing, and I think it's bold of him, if I may say so, to already this early be willing to include things like humor and snarkiness. I'm working on, I like to start new businesses every 20, 30 minutes. And we have a new one called uh, Darky Snark Marketing or something like that. So
Perfect.
I think I think snark is the new orange, or orange is the new black, or toothpaste is the new salad or something. So, yeah, I applaud you there, Mr. Paduchek, for
Thank you very much.
having the guts to do that this early. I think it's brave.
I
Yeah.
am brave, I'll tell you.
The people who built the Yugo are looking to ask you to help them.
That I'm not sure I can help much with.
Oh, come on.
Gosh, I remember those things. In
Oh
fact,
yeah.
I remember one of my friends in college losing her engine on the highway.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those were the
They
good old
put
days.
another engine in the glove compartment, but it was a rubber band with a, yeah.
Something.
All right. I'll throw it back to you all.
I wish you guys could actually see this dashboard that John has put together.
Yeah, I wish I could bring it up, but it's
Amazing.
not. It's just totally not cooperating with me for some reason. I'm not sure why, and my business partner's out of town, so there's no way to get in touch with him. But
Of course.
hopefully another time I'll get a chance to show them to you because I know you guys would enjoy it.
Yeah. We'll have you back on again.
I'm sure you will. I'm no doubt of that.
Besides, John, besides the two of us living kind of close together, I think
We
we're going to
do.
be working close together.
I I think that's true. I think that's true.
Which one of you has the top bunk again?
Me,
All right, there you go. You know the other thing we came out with this week, which I think is going to be really great, is we have a new AI for doing social media. So it'll go and it'll customize social media. It'll pick up stuff from your website, any links that you want to put in it, and it comes out with some amazing posts. You really don't have to do anything to it. Schedules them right up for you. So we got a lot of different things coming out very quickly.
Very cool, very cool. You guys are folks. I would say recommend keep in touch with John. John, they're
yeah, that's one thing with AI. There's always new things being built, new things coming out. It's who knows where it's going to lead.
Yeah, and we always kind of find ourselves trying crazy different things with it just to see if we can make stuff work. So, like for instance, my I got I picked up a book the other day. I saw something really interesting in it. I said, "Gosh, I wonder if I could make an AI program that does that particular task." And it was pretty extensive. And sure enough, it did it, and it did it in about a half an hour, and it worked perfectly. So it's pretty wild the stuff that we can do, and sometimes I find myself using one AI to prompt another. It's quite a game.
Yeah, that's like I'm in the middle of working on a book and I'm using AI for different things. And
Hmm.
I found an AI application that'll make AI, when you read it, not AI.
Hmm.
Oh,
So
yeah. Yeah.
A-
There's one called Undetectable that does that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can also tell AI to be, one of the things that people say to me very frequently, they say, AI sounds so AI-ish. Well, you can tell it to sound more human.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
says you can't do that, and it will do it. It actually,
Yeah.
you know, all the key to success in AI really is the prompting and getting it to have the right persona when it's doing something. If you want to do it, if you want it to do something, and give me research on zoology, you're the foremost zoology expert. It's really that's the way that's the key thing to it is getting the right persona. So that's
I
definitely one of the
bumped
keys people miss out on.
I bumped into somebody last week, the week before, maybe,
Mhm.
that has an AI program for bookkeeping and accounting.
Yes, I heard about that person.
So now
You told me about that person.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
send it to you. I have to.
And then
I found it.
a guy local here had something he was working on. He said, if I describe something to you, do you think you could make an AI for it? And I said, yeah, I think so. I said, I just need, a good description and I need to understand what it does. So those are really the two big things. And if you can provide it with an example, even better. Your chances of getting exactly what you want are, um, you know, much better. The more information you give it.
Yeah, and another thing I found out from somebody too, um, AI. You can even create an AI advisory board for your business.
You can, and I've done that. I also created an assistant. I've created a personality testing type of bot. Um, I've created huge workflows with 19 or 20 bots in them. One of the things that I wanted to do in the finish in the month of June, I still got a little bit of time. I'm trying to get enough bots created to do all my marketing for me, all my base marketing, so that I can just concentrate on what I'm best at. And it works amazingly well. I've got most of them done, and they work great at doing everything from, believe it or not, podcasting to newsletters to not that I want to put you at a business, Kurt. but we've got an amazing bot now that does just singular interview podcasts, and we also have one now that does a regular dual person podcast, and we can put in the intros and outros and everything, and it's all 100% AI based. I'm sorry, buddy. It's not quite there yet, but no, it's pretty neat that we can do that. And then Google, uh, geez, has come out now with their video AI. And I had a friend of mine the other day who's a copywriting friend of mine, and he said he did a professional quality commercial for somebody. Um, I think it costs 200 and some dollars a month to get the Google AI, but he sold the commercial for $5,000. So,
Hmm.
top quality stuff. He did a great job with it. It's amazing the stuff that we can do. Gets better
Yeah,
every day.
actually, it's getting
Eerily better
better
every day.
too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it is surprising. It is surprising just how fast it is getting to where it's getting to. I know when I look back a year, like a year back, and I think, man, I never thought that AI would be where it is like right now. And I keep hearing, people say, "Oh yeah, you'll probably be able to do that in 5 years." I would say you'll probably be able to do it in half that time. So the further out you think it's going to take before you can do that, it's probably closer than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really that's so true. I would cut your predicted times in half, your own times, let alone what people say.
Yep,
I
I think
think there'll
so.
be a like I like to use exaggeration in my humor, and I'm going to say we'll probably have an AI bot in the White House in the next 20 minutes.
We can only hope.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I right?
Boy, don't get me started, man.
I know, I'm not. Because I'll get started right along with you.
Yeah,
So,
God help us all.
You know,
uh,
I remember a while back. I don't even know how many years. I don't even want to remember how many years. Me and my wife were getting involved in the business of selling cell phones.
mm,
Okay, and along with it came a add-on feature of voice answering,
yeah.
um, giving the like pick one for this, pick two for this,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and we both looked at each other and said, "That will go nowhere. Who wants to sit there and push buttons and end up with a recording? They want to talk to a real person."
Yeah.
Well, not only did that flare up and become a thing, but
Hmm.
now you got AI
Well, I know.
taking over that. And
The one of the things that still amazes me a lot of times, one of my business partners will get on and he watches me work. He kind of gets a kick out of it. And so I had something I was applying for like a grant or for my business. And it said, "Oh, and by the way, if you have uh, a CV and a business plan and a this and a that, and I'm kind of going, wow, I wonder how long that would take me." Usually, going back in time, that's the kind of thing that, we go through a business plan or whatever. It takes us a couple of weeks. And I had
yeah,
one done. I had one done I had all of that stuff done in an hour. With um, ideas of income generation and everything else incorporated with it. It was pretty amazing.
yeah, it's
The time savings is dramatic. I think I'm up to saving about 140 hours a week right now.
yeah.
I've cloned myself 3 times. So,
Now we're coming up close to the end. Anybody have any questions for John? Kurt, Mark, Michael?
Yeah, I would like to get Michael's reaction. Where are you in the world of AI, Michael? Have you been hearing anything that relates to what you're trying to do? And Michael, you want to introduce yourself? Let the world know kind of the role you play here at the network.
I barely use AI. Cause like to me, since I'm a writer,
mm,
emotion plays into it for me enough to where I try not to use AI because it takes the emotion and the feeling away from it.
mm. It's funny you should say that. I don't know if you tried this, Michael, but
Mhm.
you can load all of your own stuff into the AI so it gets a profile of you
Okay.
and it can mimic your own writing style and everything else.
Mm.
Yeah, in
I've
fact,
actually I've never used that.
you should try it because it takes all of that and it puts the emotion back in. Not only that, it'll sound just like you. In fact, I have a friend who's a copywriter and he's famous in like on every continent. He writes for all these big businesses,
Sure.
and I often use his voice in my writing because it's so good, and um, it automatically knows how to write just like him. I read it and I go, oh my gosh, it sounds just like him. So it's pretty
Interesting.
funny.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah, try that out.
Okay.
You can do your own profile or your own brand voice, they call it brand voice.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. I'll try to
Well,
check it out.
We have two Johns, and now we have two Marks. Welcome,
Hey,
Mark.
there you go.
Mark.
That's right, Mark.
Mark.
That's what we would say, Mark.
Mac.
Mac. Them forking guys from forking Boston.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those guys from Boston. You never know what they're going to do, huh?
Never know.
Good morning,
Oh,
Jim.
boy.
How are you today? Hey, we got a wow. I like the fact that Mark spells his name with a C. See, we're cool comic collect. The rest of them are kinky.
Yes.
That's funny. My
God
friend
bless
Mark
you.
spells his name with a C too.
God bless you. God bless you for spelling it the right way, sir.
Hey, I did it after you, brother, because you're so much older than I am.
Oh yeah, right. And wait, by the way, we're gonna make Kurt a better man by changing the K to a C.
Uh,
Oh, no.
I don't know if that would. I don't know if that would do the entire job or not.
Well,
Might do part of it, but that's a quick fix for a very serious problem. So,
wow, it's in the name, Kurt. See, it's not just me. It's in the name.
yeah,
Okay. I like
you
him
can't fix
already.
a Roscoff by. Yeah.
Hey, don't throw off the special K here, you know.
Yeah, but the good news is, look, and we're talking about Harry's dad. Okay, this is Harry's dad, so he's very important.
Yeah.
He has the Potter house. He has the Potter
Harry
house.
Potter, yeah, we were
He's got the
talking
Potter
about Harry
house.
Potter.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
Mark's opinion here on what he thinks of AI.
AI. Okay, so I'd like to do that. So I am not a nerd. Okay, when I first met Kurt, he was my certified nerd. But now, no, seriously. But now, to be honest with you, what I did was I found ChatGPT, and I practiced, and I got really good at it to where like people are actually complimenting my flyers. Like seriously, like I'm getting like people that are nerds telling me, "Wow, that's pretty good stuff," right? So I'm creating these flyers and all these stuff that I do. I just shared this some of the ones that I've actually created myself, and so yesterday, I got an offer because I've been with ChatGPT for a while, about 6 months. Google Gemini contacted me and said, "Hey, you know what? Why don't we give you Gemini AI for 6 months free, and you don't got to start paying the $20 till January?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm cheap. Cool. I'll take free." So I tried it, and I don't like it as much. They don't listen. Like it argues with you literally, like it's actually condescending. So when you're talking to this AI, it's like this attitude problem where you're like, F you, bud. So free is not. People say free is good, free is for me, but it's not. You know what I mean? So what they're giving you for free is not what they're going to give you 6 months from now. So they want to encourage you. So I'm a big fan of ChatGPT because once you give them your logo and your information, it's remembered and they care about you. And it seems like there's more of a relationship that they start to listen to you and almost like you're talking to a real person. Seriously.
Mhm.
ChatGPT Plus is pretty impressive.
Yeah, there are some downsides to that too. Like sometimes you don't want to hold on to that information. You want it to be able to do something fresh, and where it keeps that, it keeps you from maybe getting to do the new thing that you want to do with it. So
Well, I agree with that. But what happens
yeah,
is
but you're
most of my
right.
stuff,
It is nice
yeah,
it
most
does
of my
that.
stuff, most of my stuff is logo oriented to where
Mm.
I'm sharing logos from like what Mike does and what Kurt does and what Brian Gibson does and No More 9 to 5, like all the nonprofits I'm connected to and helping. I keep their logos, so everything I send out always has my logo on it. So I always want my logo and my photo on it, so when I
Yep.
share it on social media, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? And if I try to do something new, I go, and the one good thing about Plus is you can say I don't want that anymore, and it just goes away.
Yeah. The one thing I really like about Chat is that it does do that. I have a program in it called Apex Mind that's like my assistant. And so I really like that about Chat. On the Google side, though, the thing that I like there, you're right, Gemini doesn't write quite as well. and doesn't do the things quite as well as ChatGPT. But the one thing that it does do really well is the Google LLM is really
I don't know what that is.
it lets you put a lot of data into it and call up that data out of it. And so that is one of the interesting features on Google.
Well, if you look at this right here, like how do they not notice? Doesn't make sense. Like advertise on, like
Yeah.
advertise on the Mark TV. I wanted it to say advertise with, obviously, but I mean, I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? Because my business opens with on the Mark TV. So if I'm saying advertise on the Mark TV, it sounds kind of stupid, but it's the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So right, it doesn't make sense, but it's the truth. I mean, advertise on the Mark TV. I should sort of maybe a comma or a dots. I don't know, something, but I like they're clean. I also like the background, like the way they, like I said, I broadcast throughout the world, and they automatically put a map of the world behind it. You know, that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I
the
did like
one
the way, right?
oh, I was just gonna say the ones that are lagging definitely will get better over time.
Yes, yes, and I knew when I was first doing this that people were doing Canva, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. But like people like with Canva, if you're like creating like a flyer that you're bringing to a meeting and you want people to click on the
Mm.
QR code as a physical print, I think they do a half-ass job. You know what I mean? But yes, I just have to learn to have ChatGPT put a QR code on there so I can actually get paid. Click on here to pay me. You know,
Yep.
like from the Goodfellas, F you, pay me, F you, pay me, you know, which is pretty much what I want to say on the actual flyer, like F you, pay me, because that's really what we all want to say in truth, pay me, because I don't want to hear
Yep.
your nonsense. Just F you, pay me. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm being honest.
Oh no, I understand completely.
F you, pay me. Like, shut up and just pay me. So that's that and I just like let you guys know some good news. And you guys don't know all about this, but Kurt does. There's a gentleman that actually lives in Wisconsin. His name is Mike Raber, and he came to visit me last year, and he's now visiting me again. He's out here actually out here in Phoenix, and I'm meeting him in actually 58 minutes at called the Musical Instrument Museum in Phoenix. Big gigantic musical instrument museum, and Mike is doing this thing called Quest for Peace, which is a 24-hour time zone straight through 24 hours where kids are singing and playing music in every time zone across the world. And Mike is the one putting it all together. And now my friend Daniel is the curator for the South America and also the Middle East. So I'm having him to put face to face. And Daniel's already forwarded all the information, everything to the MIM Museum, because we want them to use their social media and the collaboration, because it's perfect collaboration between this gigantic museum that's all about musical instruments throughout the entire world and what Mike is doing with Quest for Peace. So it's a perfect marriage.
Any other questions for John about AI? Anybody?
What does Mark do? The other Mark.
Paul, we're calling me Potter on this one, just so I am an old school TV producer, been at it since TVs were gas operated. We also do
Holy shit.
we also do what we call a 3-minute drill, where we get your ad out to 211 million people in 371 minutes.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. I'm collaborating. I'm working directly with a woman named Maureen Cooper Turner, whose original last name was Holyfield. Well, her name was Maureen Cooper. And then her first marriage was to Evander Holyfield's brother. So she's been involved with Holyfield TV and I Dream See TV for the last 15 years. And then I'm also partnering with Eric Zulli, which is Easy Way TV.
Okay, is there a question?
I'm sorry.
You said there was going to be a question in there somewhere.
No. What I'm saying to you is, I mean, based on what you do in your television, what you do with television, you would be a great, add-on to what we're doing. You know what I mean? Not as an add-on, but I mean, you'll be a great person that they come into the fold. You know what I mean? With all
Well,
your knowledge.
I also might be able to help too.
That's what I mean. Come into the fold. Yes, sir.
Uh, I would-
It's funny how he's given the same humor I give, and I'm like, holy shit! Like
Yeah.
I'm falling for it. I'm falling for my own humor. It's like I'm talking
let
my.
me say it this way, MB.
If I was a junior, you'd be my dad.
Let me say it this way, MB. I would give my right arm to be ambidextrous.
Look, you got Kurt cracking up. Look at Kurt. Look at Kurt.
Yeah, and he's served
the only two people in the
so
world that can laugh.
yeah. I grew up with Abraham Lincoln's father, so.
Holy. You were the original person. So you originally started the Potter House back in the 1600s?
No, we started the Potter House with Charlemagne's father.
Wow.
Remember Charlemagne? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
you go back to biblical times. Oh, you were wow.
The first one we built, we had to make it with pretzels because it was the only real food available.
The first crankable TV, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. We could go to a room with a bunch of 18-year-olds and they'll say, "What's a tube? What's a TV tube? What's a TV screen?"
Oh boy, yeah.
Those were the days.
Certainly could.
I might have to change this to the comedy hour.
Yeah, you had to replace the tube. Remember? In your Magnavox.
Yeah. My brother did that for work for a while, TV repair. So
yeah, I had a Magnavox. I remember my father had a Magnavox 25-inch console TV that I used to change the channel with my feet. I used to lay on the ground next to the TV and change the channels with my feet.
I love it. Love it.
So I was from back east. So we had 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. There was only 7 channels. So it was easily like, so I'd be like a Sunday afternoon watching football, and I go from CBS to NBC and CBS to NBC, and then I could flick to like 8. It was only 7 channels, so it was like it didn't take much, and the knobs were like straight up and down, so I could easily switch the channels back and forth.
Well, and when I was a kid, 2 things were true. We had 3 channels, and also some people in my neighborhood tried to start a new TV channel, and they wanted to call it LSMFT. It's too many letters for a call name, right? Because you're only supposed to have 4, and they wanted to call it LSMFT, and they got sued because that was already used by, I'm testing your history and age, that was already used by Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
Oh wow, you were going there with that acronym? Wow. You expected me to guess that acronym? Seriously?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Yeah. I heard that you're so old. You actually helped the Marlboro Man get on his horse.
Well, yeah, and the United States had you don't want to get me started, but United States had a president before Washington, because the Continental Congress thing worked for 15, 16 years before that. And I think that was
you knew the
Captain
president.
Captain Kangaroo's grandfather was the first.
That's actually true.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, I did a show.
Grandfather was famous.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Mark, it's wonderful to meet you, young man. I'm not doing the sign off for this. I think Kurt fell asleep.
I don't know. I'm 63 years old, so I'm not that young.
You're 63?
Yeah, 1961, brother.
Well, I don't even know how to go there, because if you think
yesterday when I cried yesterday when my boy Hogan died.
It's a wonder you're not still being carded at the bars I go to.
Well, most of your bars, close at 3 o'clock because that's when that's when the early supper, the early bird
Yes,
special
yeah,
ends.
yes.
Yes.
Early
So most of your
supper,
places close at
yes.
4 o'clock because that's when the early bird special. Is that when they
Yes,
serve the last? Is that when they serve dinner at the home?
liver and onions. Whoop, liver and onions.
Is that when they serve dinner at the home?
Yes, liver and onions.
You mentioned
Oh
that,
gosh.
brother. We're two marks. We're 2 marks in a pod.
Yeah, yeah, definitely so. We'll have fun.
Yeah, we can make an idiot sandwich. Just say Mark and Mark and put Kurt in the middle. No, just kidding. We're like, see, we're M&M. We're melting your mouth, not in your hands. We're gonna turn this into the spirit of the game comedy hour.
Well, we'll make our own. We'll make our own show. We'll start our own little channel, YouTube channel, and then we can sell the comedy stuff
brother,
to some of these other
no
kids.
YouTube. I own a television network, brother. We're going TV show across the board. No YouTube channel. No, we don't look. If we want, listen. If we want seven views, then we'll have a YouTube channel. Okay. If we want 7 views, you get a YouTube channel. If you want 7 million views, you get on the Mark TV.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Because every time I go to somebody's YouTube channel, I never see more than 40 views.
Yeah.
Right, Kurt?
That's right, brother. You got it.
Nah, that's all. I got nothing but love for Kurt. Nothing but love.
He's a pretty special guy. We'll have to get serious and give him some credit. Yeah.
I gotta get running, guys.
Yeah, you just never know who's showing up. Hector,
thanks for having me on.
Special K.
Yeah, thanks a lot,
All
John.
right, John.
Thanks for being here. Great
Good
show.
seeing you guys again.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming in, John.
Very
Yeah,
welcome.
only person I like from Boston.
What was that?
I said that the only person I now like from Boston.
Oh, thank you.
What about the new? What
I'm
about
close.
the new show? What about the new Blue Bloods show? Boston Blue. You guys hear anything yet?
No, because it was named after Boston and it ended after one season.
They must be filming by now, right? For season
the only
one
thing
or
with
not?
success out of Boston was Cheers.
Oh, God help us.
Of course, that was about a bar. Of course, that one lasted up here.
They had a show called Boston Law, and they put William Shatner as the lead. Do I need to say more?
Well, they thought the show would fly better if he was in it.
Yeah. Or at least he'd be able to bring green women to the. They were hoping he'd bring green women to the set with three boobs.
Right.
All right, I think I froze here. Or the day freeze. I think Mark B froze.
I think he did.
Make sure you connect me and Mr. Potter. I like him a lot.
We'll get that. We'll get that done somehow.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Good little range.
We'll go get our senior discount together.
Yeah, at our 3 o'clock liver and onions at the Uncle Bert's afternoon restaurant and piano repair.
I thought it was a mail center. I thought you could ship your packages there.
Yes,
that's where you pick up your 44 prescriptions you need each week.
Right,
You need a mail center.
I'm trying to keep some of my jokes off here because they're a little too blue for this channel, but yeah.
That's okay. You're amongst grown-ups.
Well, you guys think of yourself as grown-ups. Some of you shouldn't even have a driver's license yet.
Amen.
Too little.
Some of us don't, yeah. Mark, where are you originally from, sir?
Believe it or not, Vermilion, Ohio.
Vermilion, Ohio?
It's a little resort town halfway between Cleveland and Toledo, right on the lake.
So let me tell you something fun. So there's a gentleman I work with now that I'm doing a lot of stuff with. His name is Doug Plank, and he was a Chicago Bear, and he played for Ohio State from 1971 to 1975 under Woody Hayes. And he's the guy. And he's the guy the Bears named the 46 defense under with Buddy Ryan.
Yep. My brother went to Ohio State. I think, well, he was already graduated. He graduated in 69.
Wow.
God rest his soul.
Doug went from 71 to 75.
Yeah, that was some fun times. I love the Script Ohio when they do it. I don't know if they still do it, but I love the Script Ohio marching band thing.
Oh, you should be able to dot the I, Mark.
Well, yeah, if it wasn't for
You're such a legend. We'll get you to dot the I.
Well, I got my left arm amputated in a remake of that movie, that pirate movie with the Caribbean guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He told me to walk off the plank, and I misunderstood what he said, so I cut my arm off with a toothbrush. It takes a while to get that done.
Oh my God. Was that the time you spent 30 years in prison doing that?
Well, there's more to that 30 years in prison story than you know. But let me just say, when I was in prison for 30 years, I had to develop several different, what word can I use on here? Several different anuses in order to accommodate the fan club.
Oh. Damn, you're gonna make a guy from Wisconsin blush. You know that, right?
Well, yeah.
Blush.
Okay. I told you it was a little too blue for your dance card, but I keep telling people who Anthony Jeselnik is, and they don't even know who he is yet. So, and he's already had at least one Netflix special, and maybe going for the second one.
Wait, are you talking about the guy? Did you say Anthony Jeselnik, or did you say the guy that does the root, like all the root stuff?
Well, very dark. I would say it's more than
What's his
root.
last name,
It's
did you
quite
say?
dark. First name is Anthony. Last name is Jeselnik.
Oh yeah, I know who he is. Jeselnik. Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, that's we're coming into a new. The Johns didn't talk about it on the show, but we're coming into a new time of a different type of way to get attention in the world, and it's going to include more dark, more absurdism, which I'm writing a book about because I've been a expert on absurdism for about 50 some years. And other things that we haven't used in business before. So people have to stay, you have to stay up, you have to stay, you want to be at the front, you have to stay ahead of the curve a little bit. Or at least be willing to imitate the most recent stuff instead of imitating stuff that came out in the 1300s, But you know that stuff. Tell me about your network. Tell me about your TV network, Mark.
Okay, so I own On the Mark, MARC TV. It's a streaming channel, right? And what happens is my niche, what I was trying to do in the beginning was I was trying to help entrepreneurs get their brand out there more globally. And I was initially.
Tell me about the I'm new to your thing. So, do you own a TV network? Do you own
I own my own TV network. Yes, sir. I own a TV network responsible for 160 hours of television a week. Yes.
All right, good.
I am the sole owner of a TV network. Yes, sir.
How do I get my hands on your network? Go to a certain website or what?
Well, I'm streaming everywhere now. I have my own. I stream now on iDream CTV. I stream now on Nonprofit TV. I stream now on Connect Your City TV. I stream now on Easy Way TV with Eric Zulli, Maureen Cooper. I stream now
So
on multiple channels.
how do I get the basic overview? Where can I go to get the
Just
basic
you can go to my
overview?
website. Like, you can go right now to you go right now to my website. Just play it on my website on
On the mark
onthemarktv.com.
on the mark.tv, right?
No, on the Mark TV, ONTHEMARC TV.com.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do that. Try to get
And
booted
then I'm
up
also
here.
right. And if you download, if you're on Roku, I'm on iDream TV. Connect to your city TV. I'm on multiple channels, and I should, and I also have multiple iVod channels, which is video on demand.
Are you having luck with Roku? Do you like it or not?
Well, I mean, it's watched by 94 million people. I mean,
Well,
if you're gonna be on TV, that's
when I was on Roku, I didn't care for the way they covered us. So
yeah, well, it's different now. They've had to grow up. It's a lot different now, because there's so many channels that people are projecting on and streaming on. So they had to they've changed their whole program. And then
so
I also am partners with a company that does midget wrestling too.
all right. So so we got Roku, iVod, and who else should I be checking out?
IVOD. It's
That's what I
iDream TV.
said.
Yeah, it's iDream
Roku?
TV. Yeah. If you go to iVod on Roku, if you download iVod, IVOD on Roku, you'll find my channel on there. I'm part of it, Maureen Cooper Turner.
All right. And then what other places should I be checking out?
Well, I mean, you have to download the Easy Way Internet, Easy Way. I'm on Easy Way TV. I'm also on Connect to Your City, which is part of Roku too. I'm on Connect to Your City. I'm on a lot of different channels. A lot of people show my stuff because I'm friends with a lot of people.
Yeah, well, it's once you have a good product, everybody wants it, of course.
Well, I also have midget wrestling too. I have my own. I'm partnered with a midget wrestling company too, and a lot of people like my midget wrestling. They do 300 shows a year.
Oh boy, that's a lot to do in that category. All right. Well, I don't know what we're on. I don't think we're on anything except each other at this point. So they left. Oh, I thought it was Petros. I thought you guys left 100 years ago.
No, you're with us. No, I mean, I didn't want to come in and take over this meeting. I just wanted to get to know you, Mr. Potter, because I heard some really wonderful things about you through Kurt and other people.
Well,
a lot of people spoke well. A lot of people speak well of you. So it was just an honor to meet you.
That was nice of them to do that. It's I pay them a lot of money to do that, but it's mostly it's mostly old Greek coins I use to pay them. So
true. Kurt said he bought his house just based on how well he talks about you.
All right, I'm out of here, guys. I gotta go. I gotta go perform surgery on a baby deer. I'll be back later.
Oh my God! Well, Kurt, make sure you connect us, okay?
Yeah, he's got your phone number and email address, so Mark Potter has what he needs to reach out. So, yeah.
We need to have we need to have a Mark and Mark show. That would be hysterical. I'm gonna put you on a channel. We're gonna have a Mark and Mark show.
Sounds like fun. All right, this baby deer is not gonna live if I don't get out of here. I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. Thanks, Potter. Wow. Oh, what a deal.
Well, we went from AI to comedy.
We went from artificial intelligence to, I don't know, some other kind of intelligence, some artistic intelligence.
Never know what's going to happen on this show.
That's right. So any other final words before I shut off the live?
No, I think you're good.
All right. Tune in next time, folks. Remember, live at 5 Eastern, right here with Revolutionize Your Marketing by John Petros Sr. right there, and all of the resources through Mill City Marketing MA.